What's going on, everybody out there in the YouTube world, Frontline universe? We are here. We are Dark Avenger live, episode 133.
Yep.
Wow. It's been 130. It's been 33 episodes already.
Yeah.
Since 100.
That's crazy.
Are we sure we're right about the number?
No, we're right. I mean, well, are you right? Because you're...
I don't know, but it just doesn't sound right to me. I don't know. It's crazy stuff. But we had an awesome pre-show. For those of you that missed the pre-show, we had Colton and Casey Sorellis on. We had a pre-show talking all about their book, which is TITS, TITS, or Trans Migrant Interdimensional Taxi Cab Service. Really awesome book. Definitely check it out, but for mature readers only. Link is in the description for the pre-show. Mr. Gretzky is in the comments. What is going on, Mr. Gretzky? So, already out as we speak is Dark Avenger Podcast, episode 4 for the YouTube files. I posted that this morning, recorded that last night. And in there I talked about a bunch of things. But one thing that I did mention is, what was it now? I got my first CGC. Paid for CGC. Now, as you guys know, we do have 2 CGCs. I'll actually go grab it in a moment. We have 2. Did we have 2 or 1?
We had 2. The other one, I don't know where it went.
I think the other one.
Yeah,
one of them I think I put in the attic. That's why, because that one was one we wanted to
room.
save. The other one's in the living room. Was it a Hulk one? No.
No, it was Silver Surfer, I think.
The one in the living room was the second one.
Oh, I think it was the Hulk.
I think it was a Hulk issue too, but a newer Hulk.
But yeah, it was a Hulk.
It was a newer Hulk one, yeah. I don't remember where we put. I believe I put that with my comic collection. The Silver Surfer one, like I said, it was given to us, so we kind of just. So I'll go grab that. But anyway, those were given to us by a friend. They were gifted to us. This is the first one that I bought, and there will be a special unboxing / reveal of it. At some point, I will do it on my channel, the unboxing, and then you guys will see it here on Frontline. I'll put it whenever I get it. I'm supposed to get it next week, so it won't be in this week's haul, which I did get our books today, but it'll be in next week's haul for sure. So you guys will see it in the haul, or you can go over to my channel if you want to see it early, and I'm going to do an unboxing. I did want to go buy a few old comics. I still might, since Michael doesn't want to do the Comic of the Month Club, I might just go to Midtown and buy a stack of old comics and do like a big old unboxing. You're such a good brother, paying for all of our old comics. I know exactly what you like too. He's such a good brother, isn't he? So, yep. Mike, go ahead and talk, and I'm going to get the CGC.
Yeah, so...
Talk about your week. Talk about your day. Talk about losing something.
Yeah. He's been drinking too much Pepsi again. Anyway, so let's see. What's up, MT? Hey, guys, I was playing a demo of this old game, The Darkness. Have you ever played it or read the comic? The Darkness does sound familiar. Like, I've heard of it. Like, if I probably saw the game of it, like, maybe I might remember, but yeah. But as far as my week has gone, it's been a little bit okay. You know, work, it's a little bit tiring. And lots of other stuff that's been going on this week. But all in all, just trying to get back to the swing of things with my Dark 18 YouTube channel, which hasn't been any uploaded videos, and there are reasons, but I won't go into it. JLS Comics, The Darkness is a fun read. I used to collect those. I think I really heard of The Darkness. I'm just not sure. Have you ever heard of The Darkness?
Yes, I love The Darkness. The Darkness is connected to Witchblade.
Oh, okay. Now I know it.
Darkness Michael is from Top Cow. Yes, it is.
Where do you work? I work at a private school from pre-K to 2nd, 3rd grade.
All right. So now this is a book. I didn't buy this book. This book was gifted to us. This is not what I've been talking about. My purchase book will be coming later on. But this is one of the 2 CGCs we owned up until this point. That this was given to us. This Silver Surfer issue 50, I believe, first printing white pages. It's a 9.4. Oh, and the other book was a Hulk, and it was signed. I just don't remember who signed it, and I think that's why I put it away.
It was the writer.
I think the writer of that book signed it, right?
Yeah.
And I put it away to be safe. because this was it might be in that box too. I got to figure it out. But yeah, this was the CGC we got that we just have. Yeah. I'm sure this is like worth.
Wasn't that CGC of the Hulk was 6 point something? Like that's a 9.4.
Yeah, the Hulk CGC book was a 6 point something. It was, I think, 20 issues after the first appearance of Wolverine.
Yeah, but that one's like 9.4. Like that's a
but again, I mean, anybody who knows this book, how much would you say this CGC is worth? I think it's worth like $25, 30.
No, maybe. For 9.4
for the issue itself, I'm not sure. But that's what we have. So this is why we used to have this on the wall over here, and then we had the Hulk one over there. If you go back way back at the older videos, you'll see the Hulk one in our background. We got rid of the CGCs because they're big. They take up almost double the size of a comic, but I will put my new CGC up here when I get it. It might overlap the bottom of the Avenger poster, but I don't care. I'm getting when my CGC comes in, it's going to be going on signature wall, which tells you guys it was a signed book, that's for sure. But I don't know how much this is worth, and honestly, I don't care. I leave it around. I mean, again, it was gifted to us to begin with, so.
Yeah, and once they go on the CGC, you know, you can't ever.
And I can't read it, right? And I don't own a Silver Surfer issue 50, so I can't even read this book now. But I think it's in a. I don't know if it's even bagged. I think it's just there.
Yeah, once it goes in a case, it never ever comes out again.
I mean, you can sort of open it, but who wants to ruin the CGC? It's a nice little picture thingy. So, what's up, MT? He's in the house. JLS, I know you were talking about the darkness. What's going on? And Jay's in the comments talking about he told you what the darkness was right after probably.
Yeah, because I heard it somewhere.
There were 2 games. There were 2 video games we wanted to get with the darkness also.
Yeah, I just couldn't remember. I mean, it's been a long week.
The darkness was a good series. I will say that. And ladies and gentlemen, it is after Wednesday. I finished Superman Reborn, and I don't like giving reviews early.
What's up, Blake?
Ryan's in the comments. What's up, Ryan? I don't like giving reviews early, and I'm not going to review the specific issue that came out this week, the last part, but holy crap. Oh, Superman Reborn did everything I was praying for and then more. It went beyond. It did exactly what Jay said it was going to do and then some. It combined the new 52, the old 52. It sewed up loose ends, so you don't have to worry about, how are they going to explain their son? How are they going to explain they're married? Everything was fixed. Mr. Oz is left stupefied, and I loved it. I loved it. It was so good. And then the little connection between Superman Red and Blue, which when I say Red and Blue, I mean Superman Red and Blue, like right there, the Energy Superman. I love that little connection there.
Yeah, and MT, absolutely not.
Mike playing
absolutely not.
Boom, Rise of Lyric? Sonic Boom. Hell no. We will never play Sonic Boom. That is a bastardization.
But I will be looking into that new Sonic game.
You already pre-ordered it in June.
So I will be playing that.
And that Crash Bandicoot, Prey, and War of Mordor.
Yeah, that one.
The War of Mordor in July.
Yeah.
July or August. Those are the only games we have. It's July? Yeah, those are the only games we have left that are pre-ordered. And everyone said I was crazy when I called it back in 2000. Dude. In 2011, I had no hope for DC. I thought that was what they were doing, and that's it. Yeah, you did. And remember, when you came on Dark Avenger Live the first time, because that's what it was, Dark Avenger Inc. Live, and Jay said that, I'm like, Jay, from your lips to God's ears, I hope to God that you are right. I pray that you're right every night, because I was hating the new 52. I think I had just dropped Superman and started picking him up again at that point. I was losing my will to go forward with DC, and then little tidbits, little hints. Rebirth hit finally, and it's like Jay was right. Literally, it should have been subtitled DC Comics Rebirth, undertitle, Jay was right. Because that's what it was. Jay actually predicted it perfectly. Have you heard about the Platinum games? No.
No, never heard of it.
Automata? No. Did not hear of that. I did, however, get into Hearthstone.
Yeah.
I got into that game. I found out that, there's a few indie games that are on PlayStation 4 now, like Wick and Sally Wants to Play. Those are 2 horror games that I've seen people play. But there was one. I want to do the game Finding Bigfoot, which everybody's played. But it's only it's only for computers right now. When it goes on PS4, I might bug Mike. There was another game that's on Amnesia. That was it. It's Amnesia that I was looking to get.
Well, we knew about that for
we knew about
long
that,
while.
but I saw about Wick and all the other games through Amnesia because they were being advertised. But I don't know any of those games though. I actually canceled my pre-order for Sniper Ghost Warrior because I want to wait. One thing I learned, and Ryan's in the comments, and he learned it. Haha, no, you can't have my PS4, Ryan. I have work, but when I don't have work, then I'll be on it. It's just work is, work comes first, and then when I feel like playing, I'll play it. And I've been on PS4. Nobody else has been on PS4. I go on, unfortunately, late at night, but I do go on. I've already passed 2 areas, one by myself, one Firestorm popped in and out of. But other than that, nobody's on when I want to play. Even Spartan, who apparently he always was on. All of a sudden, everybody disappeared. So, no, you can't have my PS4 because I still use it. But I just don't use it as often. And actually, I did mention this on Iron Fist, and we'll talk about it a little later on, scheduling-wise, about gaming and whatnot. But going back really quick to the main topic, which is Superman Reborn, hashtag Jay was right. It was an awesome series. I loved it to death. I couldn't say anything more. My friend is getting Resident Evil 7 in VR this weekend. I hope I get to try it out. I played Resident Evil 7. He still has to play it in VR.
Well, you didn't finish it yet.
I beat it.
Well, you didn't tell me.
You don't watch Frontline Gaming Zone, do you?
Well, you never tell me.
I finished it a while ago, dude. I've been doing Ghost Recon for the longest time.
Well, you never told me.
So Mike's going to be playing it in VR soon too, Jesse. It's going to be fun. Actually, Jesse, I'm going to be on Jesse's show in about a week or two. Sniper Ghost War. Oh, you didn't interrupt me. I dropped it. Because I was saying that me and you were actually talking about it, Ryan. I ended up canceling my pre-order for Sniper Ghost Warrior because every single game, even Resident Evil 7, like Jesse said, it's down to $30 already.
Wow.
I mean, now if you order with Amazon Prime, the games are, about $40 because they take about 20% off or whatever. But if you wait a month, the game goes down to like $30. Resident Evil 7 was a good game. $30. I guarantee you all, quote me, Sniper Ghost Warrior, I'll end up buying in August for $25. Just like Watch Dogs.
Are you trying to be right now?
I'll make you bet. I will make you $100 bet that it'll be $25 by August.
Well, it's a long ways off, so
I could wait.
Be.
I have enough games to last me for a while. I can't wait a month, to be honest. I have no patience. I completely understand King of Thunder. That is 100% okay. It all depends on the patience of the person. Me, I'd like to save a little money. I had to play Resident Evil 7 twice to pick the 2 girls at the end. Okay. I didn't do I did what's her name both times. I did the girlfriend. I don't want to go back and do why did her name leave me? I forgot the girl. I didn't want the bad ending. I've been burned on like 5 games lately. I buy them and then they are $30. I know exactly. They go down to $30. For Honor. For Honor is down to already $30 to $25 depending on where you find it. Never speak of Mass Effect. Mass Effect, however, I think will go down. And I don't play MT. I don't play Mass Effect. I don't get into games like that. I don't like MMOs.
I saw Mass Effect. Some of the gameplays, to me, in my opinion, it looked boring.
It's just not my type of game, honestly. I don't get into games like that. It just doesn't do anything for me. So no, I'm probably not going to get that. I didn't even play the previous ones, and I know they're not connected, but at the same time, I'd like to have some background with them. So no, no plans on that. However, it was leaked that Destiny 2 is coming out in September.
Oh, we all knew that Destiny 2 was going to come out at least sometime this year.
Right, but now we have a date. I don't know if I'm going to get it right away. I might wait. I mean, I waited.
Well, you like Destiny.
I did, but think about it. I bought Destiny when it first came out for the Xbox One. No DLC, no nothing. 2 years later, I bought the PS4 version with all the DLC, all the packs, everything. and I paid $60.
You're gonna wait for the Black Friday deal, aren't you?
Probably.
I figured because that's in November, which would be
well, Black Friday. Usually for Black Friday, I like to make Black Friday my DVD/video game buys because that's when Flash went down to $10. That's when Supergirl went down to $10. So basically, you paid $20 for 2 series. That's when a lot of movies go on sale for like $7, $8 on Amazon.
I got you Flash DVDs for Christmas.
Then Supergirl. Oh, it was Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow. I didn't get Flash.
I was about to say, what Flash I got you.
Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow. Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow with $10 each.
Yeah, that was Legends of Tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jesse, I play it. I actually my PS4 came with Destiny. I played Destiny. Everybody dropped out on me when we tried to do the raids, so we never did those.
Anything about the series that came back, Sam versus the Evil Dead? Not Sam versus the Evil Dead.
I mean Ash versus Evil Dead.
Sorry, Ash.
Season 2 came out. I missed it. I'll get it on DVD.
Oh, because I haven't heard about it.
That was the other DVD I got. Ash versus Evil Dead Season 1. That's right.
Yeah.
The first Destiny was money scam. You could spend over $90 per year for overpriced DLC they would release. I had to quit the game. Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of money, Destiny. Destiny was a lot of money. Bungie really tried to milk that. How do you know anything about Dark Days by Scott Snyder? Do you know anything about Dark Days, Scott Snyder, Jim Lee? All I know is it's the next big Batman event, and obviously we will be reading it. Again, this doesn't count as an event because it's something that's happening in the Bat books. It's just a grand story arc, unlike what's going on with Secret Empire. Just started watching Ash vs. Evil Dead. It's awesome. Oh, man, yes, it is. Ryan, you'll love it. If you like Season 1, jump into Season 2. I missed Season 2, so I can't tell you exactly what happened, but I heard big things were supposed to happen this season. I don't know if it got renewed for Season 3. If Jay's in the comments, Jay, you are the master of finding out if shows got renewed. Did Ash vs. Evil Dead get renewed for a Season 3? I don't know personally.
I can't believe Into the Badlands Season 2 actually.
Yeah, I got to watch that on AMC.com. I really do have to watch that on AMC.com at some point.
I mean, that's amazing. It came back and everything.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad it came back. The way they ended it, they couldn't leave it like that. They had to at least give us more of a...
Well, there were some things. Like, remember... Now, I don't know if you ever watched the show. You ever watched a show called Invasion?
No.
Like, here's the thing. Like, they were on to Season 1 and left us on a huge cliffhanger of what would happen in Season 2. But then I heard that the actors and actresses, like, they walked off the set and the directors had no clue of how to make a Season 2. And I'm like, wow. You left us on a huge cliffhanger. And for those of you who ever watch Invasion, and it was a good season, the first one. Just like that.
What I liked was they brought X-Files back for a season. And I would X-Files. Fox brought it back for a bit.
Oh wait, that was after the movie thing came out.
I watched the first episode back, and then again, it falls under scheduling. I'm not good when I have a specific time and a specific day to watch something.
Yeah, but see, we don't follow the media. Also, like, oh, speaking of media, you do know that the Power Rangers came out in theaters today, right?
Yeah.
Boy, wait till you hear reviews about that, huh?
I've heard positive and negative reviews of it so far.
Well, I know there's going to be negatives. Well,
as far as I know, it's renewed for Season 3. Yes.
There you go.
So there you go.
So
Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 3. Good. I was glad. I'm hoping that, I think that even Bruce Campbell said he only sees it going for about 4 or 5 seasons. So if it makes it to Season 4, I'll be happy.
All right.
I think I'll be satisfied. That's a fair amount of episodes for them. But did anybody ever find out how much Silver Surfer issue 50 of volume 3 would be worth? Because I have no clue what it would be worth.
Well, you just go on eBay or Amazon.
I think I saw it for $20, give or take. Just started. Okay, we got that. We did that.
Yeah, we answered pretty much.
Yeah, we got everything. So now what I was talking about before was scheduling and time. Now that my book is being dropped, I have a lot of other... I have more responsibilities, more things that I'm doing. I'm going to be on shows. Like I know Jesse, JLS Comics, invited me to his show, which I am more than happy, Jesse, to pop on. This coming week, though, I have a lot of things that I'm doing. So most likely it'll be not this coming Tuesday, the following Tuesday. I will be doing Media Madness Monday with everybody for Iron Fist because I want to put my 2 cents in about Iron Fist. Next Tuesday is going to be Frontline Live, and I'll probably just make it for that. And then I think we're doing, me and Brand have to do something for Zone 4 next week. Plus, there can be only one is being recorded this weekend. Plus, it's just, I've got like a boatload of things. But I started video making while I started making decisions and cuts. And one of them was What the Card. We cut it down to 3 times a week instead of 5 because of the cost and stuff like that. That sounds good. I'm looking forward to, dude, I am looking forward to being on your show. I love watching it every week. It's a perfect setup for Frontline Live. I say that every time. I love your show. You got great people. And Maverick is commenting. Maverick, another one that has awesome live streams. Your morning stream always keeps me up in the morning. You just don't know. If I say stop it and then you stop it, I won't have anything to watch. I'll sit around bored for a half hour before I'm ready to go to bed. Don't stop it, but still. Maverick has really good stuff, guys. If you want some uncensored, now I'm telling you guys, he's uncensored. And when I say uncensored, I'm talking about you got the F-bomb dropping almost every other sentence. If you want to see some uncensored rant videos and stuff like that, you can go over to Maverick's channel. I think, Mav, you're doing a comic book channel, a gaming channel, and then this channel that you see him commenting on is going to be his personal channel. I'm interested in seeing what's going to happen, Maverick, when you do your comic channel. That's going to be fun. And actually, Maverick is putting together, I wish I had it to show now, because he does this really awesome craft with wood. And it's awesome. And I actually would love for him to do like a 90s Superman mixed with the Superman red and blue, the energy red and blue, from the, like, have 2 small pictures of them and then have all like 90s Superman. And like, I love Connor Kent Superboy, but dude, he's a master at his woodwork. Sounds like my kind of channel. Yeah, Firestorm, you might like it. It's a lot of fun sometimes. Do you think sales on Horizon Zero Dawn might suffer because it was released 3 days before Breath of Wind? No. Horizon Zero Dawn is an excellent game that I'm looking forward to playing off live. I'm probably not going to be streaming that game. I'm just going to be playing it for my own pleasure and enjoyment. And that's what I was getting into with time. Now that I sidetracked, now I'm back on track. Mav, if you ever send me that piece of wood, the wood art, I don't know what you're calling it yet, so the wood art, I'll call it. If you want to send me your wood, I will definitely promote it, and I'll have it in my background or something every now and again. Like I have my Iron Man helmet and all the other awesome stuff in my background. So if you like to buy Mav's wood, go to Maverick's channel. And that sounds, we just talked about one comic book called Tits. Now we're talking about wood. I'm going to stop. Last I read, Horizon broke sales records. I believe that. So scaling back video-wise, What the Card right now, it's 3 videos a week. And one of those videos potentially would. Exactly. So one of those days during the week, hopefully, will be Brent and Lisa, but maybe every other week. So Michael and I and Ellie will probably be doing the bulk of the videos, but we cut it down for both time and recording, time and money purposes, because buying comics, both old and new, plus cards is account suicide.
What now?
Account suicide.
Account suicide.
Your bank account. It's suicide. You're losing all your money.
I was wondering what the hell you were talking about with the.
It's account suicide.
Oh, I never heard of that term.
And then
before.
Michael comes up to me and goes, "Gee, SpongeBob, you're spending all my money." And then I'll be like, "But Mr. Krabs, you told me to go buy it." And then I come back and it's not about this. It's not about this. It's this.
When you're done overreacting, because we all know you drink lots of Pepsi.
Do you know what I found that I actually would love to buy? Speaking of old comics,
Yes.
X Factor 1, 2, 3, and 4, the very first volume.
I was waiting for Future to get that. Not now.
We can get it now. I think I might get that with the bulk buy that we buy from Midtown.
Future, I was saying I want to get it for.
No.
Week then.
Yeah, I know. I'll talk to you.
We planned afterwards.
Yeah, for this with the CGC book.
Oh, you mean this? Oh,
yeah, I'm talking about the single issues, not the big book.
I don't know what you were talking about.
You know.
You don't.
You're talking about the current arc. No, that's trade paperback. I'm talking about the original Volume 1, first appearance, first edition stuff.
That one, yeah.
Okay then.
You gotta be specific.
Have it. Firestorm has it. I know. Actually, I will be making a couple of purchases. Me, not you. I will be making some purchases.
I don't know why you have
for
to do that.
For some trade paperbacks from Marvel. Actually, some earlier stories that I'll never be able to afford in my collection, which I don't want to spoil because I might, if they come, when the CGC comes, I'll open it all together. If not, then I still want to surprise you guys. It ruins a haul video if you're going to tell people what you're getting. It's like, oh, I'm getting me 20 trade paperbacks, 15. And it ruins the video. Wouldn't you agree? It ruins the video. If you're telling people, then you might as well not do a haul video. You're telling people what you're getting. I like surprising, with especially the old stuff. And yes, it's all of your faults. A lot of you in the comments, it's your fault that I ended up finding the CGC. But I'll tell you one thing. There is one person, and I commented their video, who showed off their latest CGC. That is the reason, like the specific reason why I found this CGC and bought it. A specific person who's not in the comments here, but I'm subscribed to them on my personal channel. What's up, Jesse? Well, Jesse's in the comments. What's up, Justin? Is the CGC a book you sent in, or did you buy? No, I bought it graded already. I bought it graded. It was already CGC'd, and I own the book already, so I can read it. Unlike this book, which I do not own a physical, like, readable copy of, but I don't think I'd end up reading Silver Surfer issue 50 anyway. But it's still nice for display purposes. That's why I keep it around. The signed Hulk book, I need to find that, because I really would like to know where I put it. We got Bravo in the comments, and she's been listening. Justin is a big reason. Oh, wait, there he is. You know, I will say this, though. Justin did get me looking. Justin wasn't the person that pushed me over the edge to get it, but Justin does show up a lot of cheap CGCs. Like, not cheap CGCs. When I say cheap, I mean CGCs that are not $200-300. So he proved to me that I could find CGCs 100 and below, and that's what this CGC that's coming is. It's 100 and below. I want to get into Marvel Comics, right? But I have no idea where to start. X-Men Gold and Blue. Bravo, you love X-Men and you love Nightcrawler. X-Men Gold and Blue is where you should start. All the issue ones coming out for X-Men, X-Force, Generation X. I'm reading all of it digitally first to see which books I want physically and which books stay digital. Like the Avengers. Avengers and Hulk and all that, I would say wait, because we're going to have this big Secret Empire bullshit going on. And that's going to affect the Marvel Universe for at least a year.
She said, but not the newer ones, the ones from before.
Oh. The ones from before. One question to follow up that question then. When you say before, do you mean first appearances, or are you talking before as in 90s and 80s and stuff like that?
Probably 90s.
Probably. Because I need to know what generation you're looking for, because Marvel has a Golden Age collection, and then they have the Modern Age ones with the titles. Chris Claremont. I like to click. There is a Chris Claremont run, and I do want that Firestorm, but with X-Men, I want to go all the way back to the very beginning first. I want to go all the way back to the beginning, and then I did find some of the Chris Claremont X-Men. I want to get the Chris Claremont X-Men. Good Hulk comics from probably any time. Then, yeah, with the Hulk, I wouldn't go all the way back to the Golden Age with the Hulk, because Hulk evolved over time. I'd say a 90s Hulk book would be good.
Oh, Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, I've seen gameplays of that. That game's really awesome.
Likes Hulk. I want to be able to discuss it more. You know what? Ask her what her favorite Hulk stories are, and then you can find the trade paperbacks on it.
Yeah, but I was just saying that Ratchet and Clank MTX. I said that game is awesome.
I'll be honest, when I first started getting into Marvel, I started with stuff from the 70s. I'm still working on my way up on now, so 90s comics. That's cool. Work your way up. And Justin, you were showing your book off today. I commented your video, and you said that Captain America issue 100 was your first 12 cent. My first and only 12 cent is that Superman book on the wall right over there, next to the Spider-Man fighting his symbiote in his regular form fighting. That is my only 12-cent comic book in my collection as well. So we share the same thing in common with only having one 12-cent book. I have a lot of 25. I have a lot of 75. I have a few cents books, but very, very few that are 12 cents. I would love to find a way to get like 10 cents comics, but those books are in the thousands. And I talked about this on my podcast too. How much am I willing? Because I know Larry, aka Rebel Comics, talked about how much are you willing to spend for a sketch. done by your favorite artist. My question in my head is, how much am I willing to spend on a single issue? And the answer is 100 and below. I will not go over 100 because if I buy, let's say, I looked up the first 4 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle issues, the very first ever, Mirage Studios, 400 and change. For that extra 100, I could save 100 and change, spend $300, and get the full run of Nightwing. So my mind's going, are you going to spend $400 on 4 books, or would you rather spend $300 on 150 plus books? And my mind would be like, dude, bulk for your money. You know, you want Nightwing. I would go for the full run of Nightwing before I got, and I love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's my #1 independent. But at the same time, it's like, I want more bang for my buck. If I'm going to go over $100, I'm going to get that full run before I get only 4 issues for $400. I would kill for them. Don't get me wrong. And 2 to 1, I would CGC them all because up there, I have the ultimate collection of every single one of the first 20 issues of TMNT. So I don't need them to read. I would CGC. I would literally send them all off to CGC. I wouldn't care what the grading is either. I would CGC them to keep them nice and safe. And as a matter of fact, I started watching videos, by the way. Did you know that the regular poly bag, these things right here that we use for our comics books, they only last about 10 years before you have to replace them? I was looking into, and you know, I missed this, and I always wondered why people were talking about the Great Legend being the Mylar champion. You know that they're plastic. They're a little bit more money, but they're Mylar instead of poly. These are the poly bags. These are poly, whatever you call them.
Polyester.
Is it polyester? No, I don't think no, that's a type of polyester. Well, polio mozzarella while you're at it too. I don't know. I forget what they call these. If somebody knows the full term, but Mylars are plastics that are they're a little bit thicker and they're a little bit shinier and they last forever. One thing I don't like though are these. These may here we go. Polypropylene. Polypropylene. No wonder why they call them poly bags. But anyway, yeah, it should be replaced after 5 to 7 years. All of my Superman books since 1998 are in these types of bags. And for those of you doing the math, it's going to be 2018 next year. It's a long time that they've been in these bags. So the Mylar makes the comics look amazing. And yes, I did. I actually watched a few videos and Great Legend popped up. And I actually watched his video. I don't keep these, though. And there's a reason why I don't keep cardboards. Number one, where I have my comics, they fit nice the way they are. And the cardboard, if you take a whole order, like a thick pile of comics, if you take a whole order of them and you remove the backing, the cardboard backing, you have an extra 20 or 30 comics that you could stack without the cardboard. Don't get me wrong. If it's a key issue, if it like that 12-cent Superman book, that has a backing. That has a very strong backing. It needs a Mylar, but it has a hard cardboard backing. But books like this, issue 25 of Amazing Spider-Man, which will be worth 2 cents, doesn't need it. Doesn't need it. I just literally will put it in my long boxes, and I don't even have long boxes. I need to buy, so I need some supplies. So if anybody has extra long boxes, or well, Mylars, I'm thinking of buying a set of 50, and I'm going to go backwards, and I'm going to get my old Superman comics out, and I'm going to replace them all, and maybe that would make for a night. Would you guys like to see a video like that where I go and grab all my old Superman books and I start loading them into the Mylar? I do agree with Legend though, the way he puts his tape, he puts it sideways, diagonal, one on the back. That's how you're supposed to do it. Because I'm actually thinking of going back and getting some Mylars and starting to Mylar my Superman collection at least. And I'll actually want to Mylar all of my signature collection that's on this wall. So this way I don't have to worry about them. Oh, thank you, Jesse. Thumbs up for the show. Have you ever read the old Milestone Media Static Shock? No, I don't read Static Shock. I'm not interested in Static Shock. What's up, Entity Network? I know you're here. And I know, Maverick, you're like, Mirage Studios, yes, I know, but I couldn't justify. Always go with Mylar. I use plastic containers. Oh, okay. So me and Jay at least use plastic containers. And Jay, I'm surprised. I didn't know you used Mylar. I thought you used the poly bags as well. This tells me something about Jay. I didn't even know Jay used Mylar. I thought you used the. I wonder if everybody else has been using Mylar, and I'm the only idiot that's still using polybag. I wonder if DCBS switches to Mylar. It'll be more money, but at least we won't have to worry about replacing all of our new comics.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do Mylar for our June order. We already did our April order, but I'm gonna switch to Mylar for DCBS. I can't wait for May. Image is selling the next issue of Saga for about 25. Oh, that's awesome. Always go with Mylar. I use plastic containers also, so that's cool. I gotta get the Mylars, man. Mylar puts the comics in high definition, hides flaws. Okay, I gotta get Mylars. I really do gotta get Mylars. Nope, I've been using Mylars, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna fix it on DCBS. What do you guys think about Conan? And what's up, J Rock? We have another J. Oh, offers Mylars for only 50 cents each. I think that the plastics are 20, so it's another 25 cents. That's not bad. I still use poly bags. Okay, that's fair, but I mean, we as collectors, we could up it. And we get if anything, what I'd love to do with DCBS is I'd love to ask if I can not get these and just get the Mylars. And then if I really want back, do you guys know how big of a stack would anybody like to buy backs? I have a stack of these, and they're clean. They are clean. I literally take them out of the backs of my comics, and I have a stack that's about like this high. I'll sell them for, $1. I don't know how much they're. I think it's $100 for $25 or something. I'll sell them the same thing, and you can get them from me. I'll do a little doodle on one for you if you want. That's what Cindy was doing. Cindy was actually doing backboard art for a while on the backboards because I just don't use them. I don't use them. I don't need them. I only have my Firestorm collection of Mylar, but need to convert some of my other stuff. Yeah, I need to. I'm going to have to convert my entire collection. That's going to be forever. Jay's answering about the milestone. Now, what were you saying?
Nothing.
Didn't you want something you wanted to say? You went like this to my leg.
No, I didn't. You were pointing to me about Conan.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you didn't give me a chance to talk.
I know, so go ahead.
No, I mean, if you mean comic-wise, like, I thought the book was great. I mean, ever since Conan Slayer came out, that's when I dropped the book because it was just, in my opinion, was horrible. I never watched the TV show, though, but I have read a comic book. And the part where they teamed up with Red Sonja, was it Red Sonja?
Yeah.
Twice was really awesome for that part. It's a really good comic.
And then Maverick, you do the same thing. That's awesome. I use the backboards for the same thing. He says I draw on them as well. Yeah, I mean, there's no purpose for these on the New Age comics. And then Justin says, I don't think I would get Mylars for modern books. I reserve the Mylars for the comics made before 1996. I understand, and I completely agree. And if I do buy Mylars, every Mylar bag would be for books 1999. I wouldn't go to 96. I'd go a little bit higher. I'll up you to 99, maybe 98. I'll say 98. From 1998 back, I would Mylar before I do Modern Age. But if I'm going to order from DCBS, why not change it up now? So this way I won't have to worry about the books starting in June of 2017 anymore. From 2017 June up, all I have to worry about is from May of 2017 back. What about all new X-Men? I can't find X-Men. X-Men Gold and Blue did not come out yet, Bravo. They're coming out next month. As far as all new X-Men, it was a pretty good run. That's the run that made Iceman gay.
Ugh.
The rest, I use poly bags, but replaced them after a few years. Yeah, see, I didn't even realize this. I thought that these bags lasted forever. I thought that they're just more dangerous. I thought that Mylar just gave it better protection. I didn't even know I'd have to trade out all of these poly bags. Lord knows my very beginning of my Superman collection, those bags are needing to be gone like yesterday already. They're at least 20 years old because I started in 98, 2008. Not 2018 is next year. That's 20 years.
That's crazy.
Dude, Jay, you have like you're like Mr. Scrooge of like with comics. When you open up that vault, instead of it being all these gold coins, you have all of these old books and key issues and stuff like that scattered all over the place. And you literally have a diving board where obviously they're all CGC'd, so you don't have to worry about ruining the book, but you just probably dive right into the older books. That's what Jay has in his basement. He has this big vault with all of his old comics, and he goes in there and somehow grows a Scottish accent for that one moment, and he's just swimming around all of his old comic books, just enjoying it, holding them up like this while he's swimming, going, oh, I remember this. Oh, I remember that. And he's just swimming away. Well, it's true, Bravo. That's the series that did it. Many months later, and the gay Iceman thing still irks me. I think it irks everyone. I don't like it. I think they had a perfect opportunity to undo it with the Iceman solo, but instead that's what the whole solo is going to be about. 'Tis the way things go, unfortunately. It's just, it irks me still, and I give Marvel shit for it every single day because I don't like it. A lot of things Marvel did for the sake of diversity. Those are the reasons why I've lost a lot of faith in Marvel, and why I'm so glad that Rebirth, aka Jay was right, happened with DC, or else I'd be screwed when it came to the big two. I'm not particularly irked. Well, you don't have to particularly be irked. I just don't think Iceman was the right choice to pick for that. I think they could have created another character. Could have been Iceman's son. They'll never learn. Should have just made a new character. I just said that. I grew up with Iceman. I know, so did I. So did I. Made no sense to make Iceman gay. I agree. They never should have said they were definitely from the same past. Right? Because if they would have said they grabbed them from an alternate universe, in the Ultimate Universe, Colossus was gay.
Yep.
And that was fun. That was fun because it was introduced nicely, and him and Kurt were best friends, so him and Nightcrawler had a bit, because Nightcrawler wasn't for it. Like, he was weirded out by it at first. So they had, like, not an indifference, but, like, Nightcrawler kind of avoided Colossus for a while. And then they started talking, and he became more accepting because it's Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler is the lovable character in the X-Men view. Probably if you want to start X-Men, I'd go with Grant Morrison's New X-Men and Josh Whedon's Astonishing X-Men. I love the Astonishing X-Men. I have trade paperbacks, that entire row. These books right here, the ones that are white, are all Astonishing X-Men. That's almost the whole run. I'm missing one or two. As far as Grant Morrison's X-Men, I unfortunately have the omnibus of that, and it's okay, but again, I want to go back to Chris Claremont. I want Chris Claremont, that's for sure. I think I got the first 20 issues of Chris Claremont. It came in I ordered them. I think I ordered them from Midtown, as a matter of fact, when we were doing older comics, when we did like a retro box. Yeah. You know, we shouldn't even bother doing a mystery box. We should make our own retro box and let the viewers have the mystery while we know what we're getting. Let the viewers be in awe with what we get. We could even call it the Dark Avenger Comic Mystery Box Monthly. And we buy the books. We pick the books that are in the box. And then the mystery and surprise goes for the viewers. Would you guys like that? Would you guys like us to do a mystery box of our own where we know what we're getting, but you don't know what we're going to pull out, and then we pull them out one at a time? Maybe like, not a lot of books. I'm not saying we'll get like a stack this big. I mean, if they're cheap for $1 each, we can get like 5 or 6. But like, you know, certain books, and we get like a surprise box from Midtown, because we don't order from Midtown anymore, and Lord knows when they ever.
But isn't it like the same thing, really?
No, because we're picking the books we like.
But how are they going to know?
They aren't going to know. Would you guys like something like that where it's the opposite, where we know what we're getting, but you don't know what we're getting, and we surprise you guys with what we picked up for the month of?
But it's just like a comic haul you do every week.
But it's old comics only, not New Age, only old. Nothing after the year 1999. Old books, 99 and older. I don't know what Chris Claremont's been doing lately. Let's make Punisher gay would be awesome.
No.
Mike would not like that. Mike would be very, very upset with that.
Not
At
upset,
some
be pissed
point-
off.
Oh wait, there's a lot. Mike would definitely be pissed off. At some point, the young X-Men need to go back to the past, or timelines will break, right? I agree, 100%. Timelines would break. I thought that the Nightcrawler plot was stupid. I thought it was cool. It was a nice development for the both of them. He should have never been homophobic to begin with. He's very into religion, though, Bravo. You got to understand that. Bendis shakes fist. I agree. Oh, no, that's punches. 3 punches. I agree. I'd go even earlier with Chris Claremont's X-Men. Go with LOL era. Send the 05 home. Send the 05 home? Oh, I guess you mean the original X-Men home. It's out of character, even though he was Catholic. Oh, okay, you mentioned that. Well, again, Bravo, this was the Ultimate Universe, so they changed up the characters a lot. Amazing X-Men from 2 or 3 years ago was good. Omnibus of Claremont is on DCBS. I saw that, but I think it's a lot of money. I might get it. I'll see. I have to see how many of the single issues I have already, though. But then again, I could always CGC them then. There wasn't really anything wrong with Nightcrawler being homophobic, since he was super religious and it was Ultimate Universe and not 616. Yeah, it made a little bit more sense. And then we did that. Maverick said, I got the entire Grant Morrison run of New X-Men and haven't been able to get past the third freaking book. Yeah, I have the omnibus. I couldn't get Emma Frost literally was littered throughout the whole thing, and it was not fun. I'm trying to buy New X-Men. New X-Men is good. I would like... Oh, Bravo. I am not going to say that out loud. She's playing devil's advocate and would like a gay Punisher. If Punisher became gay, I'll just read manga and quit Marvel forever. That's what King of Thunder agrees with you. He quit Marvel forever if they did that. I just got the... I want to get X-23. How many volumes did X-23 have? Because I went and looked it up and I found out volume 1's only like 8 issues or something. I'd like to get X-23's run myself. Did you know Claremont had a cameo in Days of Future Past movie? No, I did not. David Riley, what's going on, man? I bet there will be a Superman comic in that mystery box. At least one. At least one. Although it's really hard. Like, one Christmas, my ex-girlfriend bought me a long box from a comic shop in Manhattan, and it was all Superman. And it was so embarrassing because she wanted to see my reaction for each book in the box. And by the time we got to the end of the box, she was so upset at me because let's pretend this is the table. This many books I owned already, and this many books I didn't own already. So a bulk of that long box I owned. So it's hard to buy Superman comics for me. Dawkins Howlett hit me perfect when he got me that Superman 12-cent book because I don't own super old Superman. Anything from 1986 to until now, I have a lot of. I'm only missing certain issues here, there, and everywhere. But for the most part, I have a lot of it. I think I'm missing a lot of the Man of Steel series, if anything, the earlier Man of Steel days. It was a contrast, the two sides of... Oh, okay, so we're still talking about Nightcrawler. I'm going to skip that for now. Don't say how much you hate Emma Frost again. I hate her. I'm sorry, dude. I hate that woman. If she burned in a fire that melted her diamond, I would be very happy. She should have been the one melted in diamond instead of Wolverine melted in adamantium. That would have been good. I could have lived with that. There are a couple of volumes for X-23 plus 2 NYX series. Jesse, do me a favor and send me a link to those because I'd like to grab volume 1 or volume 1 and 2 of X-23. If there were a couple, if there were only 2, he ruined them. Oh, Jay says he ruined them. I cannot stand Morrison's X-Men run. He ruined them. Hey, Chris, Emma Frost got killed off in the finale of Wolverine and the X-Men. Yes, I did. I actually have Wolverine and the X-Men. It's right there, and I enjoy watching it a lot. I'm with you, Jay. Not a fan of Morrison. NYX was miniseries. Okay, it's okay. I like her. Don't spoil the show for him if he had. I've seen it. I watched the entire run of Wolverine and the X-Men. That was on Nickelodeon. I watched that show. That was done. I have Action Comics 340. I need to. Oh, number 340 through now. Okay, so you have a lot. Yeah, I don't know what Action Comics. I'll have to look it up, and I have Action Comics from 19. I don't know what year did 340 come out. You probably are way back than me, all the way back. You probably have a massive collection more than I do. The others were ongoings, or you could call them maxi series, but they weren't minis. Gotcha. All right, well, let me know the titles or links to them or something. I love Wolverine and the X-Men. I did too. I'm pissed off that they ended it. The next season was Age of Apocalypse, where Apocalypse took over the future. And I love how Professor Xavier's like, you won, the mutants are free, and then you see Apocalypse, and he's like, but it's not over yet, and you just see Apocalypse in the background. 1964, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm missing a lot from 1964 to 1986. So, yeah, you've got a good 20 years worth of Action Comics more than me. Maybe one or two in between that I grab, but you have a good amount of action before me. If you have any doubles and would like to contribute to the to the Dark Avenger old comic fund, let me know. Well, I wouldn't think they weren't originals. I don't particularly like reprints unless it's in a trade paperback. That angered me too. What angered you? What I love, the ending, the fact that they left us on a cliffhanger and now we'll never know what happens in the Age of Apocalypse. How did Superman turn blue in the 90s? The electric blue Superman, when Final Night, which was there were these alien beings that blocked out the sun. Superman completely lost his superpowers. His he absorbs solar energy, and that's what gives him his powers. Well, the sun was gone for a very long time, for about it was several weeks at least. I don't remember how exactly long it was, but it was gone for a very long time. And then Superman came back, the sun came back, but Superman's powers didn't come back. So now he was normal, like completely normal. And it was in that time period that he got married, that he gave up being Superman, that Superboy, Steel, and everybody were the new, and Guardian were the new protectors of Metropolis. He thought his time was done. He was going to be a married man. Then he realized the world still needs Superman. So he traveled back to the Fortress of Solitude. He put on that silver and black costume again. And he tried to get his powers back. And what happened was they ended up tossing him literally into the sun. And he came out of the sun and he had his superpowers. But what happened was, because they tossed him into the sun, it did something to his body, I'm trying to think of what the word would be for it. It messed with his body in some way. And what happened was he was starting to become intangible, and he was becoming this like energy. And I like the mullet. I had two. I only have one right now. Where Spider-Man was, I had the other. But I like the long-haired Superman. I'd like the long-haired Superman to make... Oh, I have another one. I forgot. The Superman Unchained. I have the long-haired Superman where he beat Darkseid. I like the long-haired Superman.
You mean Doomsday?
Yeah, Doomsday. But anyway, his body became basically electric because of the effects of being thrown into the sun. So they created a suit to contain all of the electricity, and he became Superman Electric Blue. And then the rest is history. The show got canceled because financial couldn't agree on the budget. Of course they couldn't agree on a budget. I'm going to say that if you judge the new Power Rangers movie by the trailer on itself, you did yourself a disservice. Won't discuss it till Media Madness, but wow. Dude, I did see a lot of clips that people were sharing on YouTube before they were taken down. I stand by what I said. Absolutely not the Power Rangers of my time. And yes, there was a cameo from Jason David Frank and Amy Jo Johnson where they look like they were a couple. That does not save the movie in any shape or form, in my opinion. But also, every reviewer says exactly what I says. It's a not good movie, but it's a good not good movie, if that makes sense. And I agree. X-23 had 2 miniseries. Innocence Lost and Target X, then MYX. She appeared in it and had her own ongoing. I don't care what anyone says. The mullet looked epic. I agree, especially in the Superman Doomsday animated movie. I agree. But first two were just minis. I would like to get them. I really would. I love Amy Jo Johnson, and I love Amy Jo Johnson and Jason David Frank too. But unfortunately, they're not Rangers anymore, which hurts. They were Rangers, and they'll always be the foundation. But man, it would have been nice to see them as Rangers one more time. We have lots to discuss. Media madness about that new movie. You have fun with that. That is a media madness I do not feel bad I'm missing out on. Yes, I own them all. Dude, Jesse, let me know what the trades are, because I might actually go look them up. And even if I can't get them now, I'll set up. I'll put it in my wish list for later, because there's a few books I want to get. Like I said, next 23 would be a addition. They should release another X-Men cartoon. Bravo? Yes, I agree. The problem is, because the X-Men are so convoluted right now with what's going on in the comic books, what went on in the movies, I don't think any channel knows what era to do the X-Men in anymore. And that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you agree?
I agree.
What X-Men would you like to see? If they would have put an X-Men team together.
Like, name the people
like that you would want to see on the team.
Wolverine, of course. Storm. Gambit. Nightcrawler, because he's a great asset to the team. Definitely not Cyclops. He's just, in my opinion, I don't see. He's like more the poison of the group.
Well, he has to be the leader.
Make Wolverine leader. X-23. Could this branch out to other Marvel characters or just X-Men?
No, just the X-Men.
Well, Xavier would be a good counselor for.
Well, you need Charles Xavier.
Yeah. Definitely Iceman. Kitty Pryde is X-Men, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I'll have Kitty Pryde. I just wanted to make sure because I don't want to look like an idiot or anything. But yeah, pretty much that's who I would. How about you?
I would want the 90s X-Men mostly, but I would like X-23 in the mix.
Oh, Phoenix. That's what I forgot.
That's Jean.
With Jean Grey.
Let's see. No, Tevya. And he pops in with the question that has absolutely nothing. It's like night and day question. As long as the X-Men cartoon isn't like the Ultimate Spider-Man, Hulk, Agents of Smash, yeah, as long as it's nothing like that. Yeah, I saw. I say X-23, the normal team, why not Cyclops? I think Cyclops would have to. I agree. Another 90s X-Men, Bishop, Jubilee.
Yeah, but
Magneto, Warpath, Wolverine, and the X-Men. Oh, we know that. Wolverine, Kitty Pryde. Hope disappeared, dude.
I don't know where Hope went, actually. Ever since Avengers versus X-Men. No, a little bit in the middle after Avengers versus X-Men. She hasn't been featured in the comics.
I agree. All right, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
But yeah, that's the X-Men team that I would have. The reason why I don't like Cyclops is because, I mean, yeah, like, I understand he's the leader of the X-Men. But sometimes I just don't like his personality ways. I don't know, like, I just don't see. There's something shady I see about him. I mean, that's the way I look at Cyclops. I mean, I understand he's the leader. I understand that. But the way I see him is just, I mean, that's why I feel that I would disclude Cyclops for that reason. But, yeah, and see, Mavericks agreed. Like, he doesn't like Cyclops either. But beside the point, oh, yeah, and Psylocke, too. I forgot about Psylocke. I always forget some X-Men characters because it's like a long time since I've seen the 90s X-Men or read an X-Men comic book because The last X-Men I read was Uncanny X-Men. Between all the time frames and the way they were going with their story, that's why I didn't do that. Mike, are you planning on getting a Switch? Everyone's been asking me that question.
What?
The Switch. Ryan asked me. I am really going to wait 4 months at least until
There's
possibly.
games for it?
Well, I'm going to answer it. Like, I'll see if there's any games for it in the next 4 months, but as of right now, I'm not going to get it now, but if there are good games for, like, the 4 months, then maybe I'll think about it, but right now, I'm waiting for all the bugs to work its way out because the new ones that are in, you know, they got to work their bugs out and everything. What's up, Shamar? Yeah, so that's when I would give or take my estimation of when I might get the Nintendo Switch. But I am going to get it, though, because Super Mario Odyssey is coming out in December. And you know me and Mario games, that every Mario game that I've seen in Nintendo, even though it's not Galaxy 3, which it should have been, I am going to get it and do a walkthrough of that. Because I've done it on every Mario game. I mean, why not?
Yeah, Mike has to.
Well, I want to. Not I have to. I want to.
I know, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Cyclops was right, but I think Emma Frost was brain melding.
And that's another thing. He was with Emma Frost, who was such really something else, and she's the one that was against the X-Men. So it's like him going against the X-Men, going with Emma Frost, and then just going with her because Jean Grey Phoenix died. I mean, you could have chose someone better that's not against the X-Men.
I like the motion comic that had Wolverine showing up. It was Astonishing X-Men. Astonishing X-Men's first run was Wolverine and they were sleeping in bed together, and Wolverine's like, Jean just died, and you're already in bed with the enemy with Emma.
No, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I'm just saying. I mean, that's what I feel. You know, I mean, if you go with someone,
he was ruined by Morrison. Exactly.
I mean, you don't just go with somebody who's against your own team. That's why I feel that that's another reason why I feel that he's, you know.
I think that we will one day, David. I think we will get a new Superman game one day. We just got to wait for it.
Well, there is Injustice 2.
No, he means a game like Arkham Asylum for Superman.
Oh, well, actually, wait, yeah. Why haven't they made any Superman games? That's a good question.
Apocalypse was good. Shadow of Apocalypse, that was a very good game.
Superman?
It was based off the animated series.
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah. I remember that one. I'm surprised you didn't do a walkthrough of that one.
PlayStation 2.
I
know. Good call on the Switch, dude. Definitely wait. Next release after a lot of bugs. Yeah, exactly. That's why we didn't buy it, after the bugs will work out.
And not to mention that the first wave is already sold out. The next wave is coming actually soon, in April. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to just wait until the hype dies down a little bit. It was hard enough.
Yeah, he did have a psychic affair with them, and that's the Morrison ruined Cyclops on a million different levels. Let us be honest here. If Emma Frost came to me like she did with Cyclops,
I'd bet her as well.
Oh. Nah, well, Cyclops and you both share something then. I want the time travel X-Men to go. We already talked about that, Tevi. You're too late. Not if I already had Jean Grey. No.
Oh.
If I had Jean, I would be done. We got Middle J now. Just saw Power Rangers. It wasn't all that.
No spoilers.
Yeah, same rule applies. Even though it's Power Rangers, same rule applies. No talking.
The Death and Return of Superman for
I'm the only one that loves the Death and Return. I love the Death and Return of Superman. I actually bought it. I bought it from eBay on purpose to play it.
Yeah, I remember that because I showed you the gameplay and you were like, "Oh wow, that's awesome."
I got it on the SNES. It's also on the Sega Genesis, but the SNES has better stuff on it.
Yeah, just like Justice League Task Force, and the one for the Sega Genesis is the better one. The one for the Super Nintendo, it has less roster too.
You guys can have them. I'll take Jubilees. I like Jubilee. I gotta be honest. I thought Jubilee was cool. What DC character would you like Rocksteady Studios to do a game on next? Superman. That's easy.
And Flash, I think.
Dude, 3 people got a new Switch at work from
The drawer.
and all 3 people gave them away to kids I remember hearing you talk about that, Mav. Yeah, because they're not ready for release yet. Have you guys ever read Rick Remender's Uncanny X-Force? I think I did.
You did, yeah. I'm waiting to get the Switch also. Yeah, they're waiting for the good games. That's why.
Exactly. We're all waiting for the same thing, better games.
And Mario Kart 8 Deluxe doesn't count either because that's the same thing. You just throw Mario Kart 8 in there. It didn't even pay to get all those DLCs or anything. And 200cc and all that. It's all in there. Did you guys heard rumors of Smash Bros. Coming? Yes, we did.
Yeah, I'm not particular. It's going to be like Mario Kart 8. Back in Tyler Jean Grey, Young
But they're going to add Wolf in
Grey
it,
fought
What?
Gladiator and had that cool pink power up. I saw that. That was cool. I saw the trial of Jean Grey. Did you guys hear rumors? We did that. We already talked about Tevia. You came in real late, my brother, because we talked a lot about all of this. All of the stuff that you're talking about now. That is overpowering the chat, by the way, because everybody's trying to have a turn talking.
We talked about a lot so far tonight.
So, dude, you're gonna have to relax a little bit.
Sonic Mania is coming out
On the Switch? Because
No.
Mike got Sonic Mania for the PS4.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it's coming for other platforms because Crash Bandicoot's also coming out for the other 3 platforms also for the PlayStation,
Oh.
Switch, and that. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, that doesn't make any sense. Sonic Mania I got for the PS4.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Maybe for the Switch it'll come out later. Maybe. I don't know. I'm getting it for the PS4. If I have Sonic Mania and Crash, I'm good.
Nintendo's tickling us with Switch and giving us, that to make us wait. Yeah, basically they should have waited till they had all the games that they are telling us.
If I would have known in the future that them saying, hey, we're going to put this for this new Nintendo thing, I was like, okay, I'll wait for that then.
What's up, Jason Smith? We got Jason Smith in the house. Have you ever watched Generator Rex Secret Saturdays? No.
And to have the extra question we've already talked about again.
Already talked about, dude. We opened up
in the beginning.
In the very beginning, we opened up with with an answer to that question. You should go back in time, dude, and watch the past. Just don't comment on the past because we won't know that we're in the present.
Do you know what that just gave me a reference of Spaceballs? Like, we're here now. What happened then? This is now. Or something
This is now.
Yeah. That gave me that reference.
I may get a Switch. The only thing from Nintendo I really like was the GameCube, and I like GameCube. GameCube was fun.
Yeah, and Game Boy was another fun thing. I wish I got the original Game Boy.
You're in the green. Yeah, I'm in the green.
And I'm
my
in the
green
red.
shirt today.
We're proud to be awesome.
How is Sonic Mania for the PS4?
We don't know. We don't have it yet.
What to get for PS4? That's basically what we're getting. We love Spaceballs.
Well, Crash is going to be the remake of what was on the PlayStation. It's just remastered to better quality. So that's why I just want to get it for, because number one, I should have owned a Crash Bandicoot game because I would have played the hell out of it. But this is giving me the opportunity, actually, and others too as well, for that.
Samurai Jack, that's going to be cool when it comes out.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get that. Like I heard about, but yeah. Baseball is one of the best. Yep.
Yes,
absolutely.
it is.
Nobody knows.
I didn't read any Terminator comics, no.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. With the dawn of the thing. You did read that. Terminator.
Oh, right, the miniseries that came out of Dark
Horse.
Horse.
That, I think.
I remember that.
Think,
I remember that.
you,
I liked it. I recommended it.
And I think I read one too.
I read a few. I read a few Terminator books. That's
That
right.
was like all the way years ago. Even I did one also. You guys heard of Mario Sports Superstars for 3DS?
No, I don't play any handheld games.
I've heard of it.
We rented Crash Bandicoot and beat Crash Bandicoot. We never owned the game. No.
No, we never got Crash 1. We got the second one.
I played Crash Bandicoot 1.
On a demo.
No, but I played the full game also from Blockbuster.
Really? Because I could have sworn I remember Crash 2 when it was.
I played 1.
Dr.
You played 2.
Cortex. Yeah, and I beat the whole game of that.
Mm.
I just love pissing off Dr. Cortex.
I know the
when I
new
didn't
Justice
do
League
anything.
trailer is dropping tomorrow, Saturday. Oh man, that's gonna be awesome.
Oh, Larry Lawrence here.
Oh, what's
Crash
up, Larry?
Yes, Crash Bash was a fun game. The challenges, though, are very hard.
Crash Bash. Why does that sound familiar?
Crash Bash with the polar push, and we played it all the time.
Okay, we played it. Then I just have to remember it.
Yeah, I have it. It's in there. I asked for Christmas. Christmas is ago.
I played the arcade with Terminator. I remember that too.
Oh yeah, the Game Boy one. Oh my god, that pissed me off. That one.
I know Blockbuster's so old now. Every time somebody brings it up, it's like, wow, you had a Blockbuster back then? Yeah.
And their popcorn too. You can never leave Blockbuster without their popcorn. I always got their popcorn.
I think I still owe them. Dude, I don't think you have to worry about your late charges anymore. Just saying. Is there any Blockbuster still around anymore?
No, and last time I talked about it, you made fun of me with the slicing and the Blockbuster and everything. A chop. You made fun of me. Don't think I don't remember.
I remember. Darth Maul versus Obi-Wan in Star Wars Rebels was disappointing. Actually, Hollywood Video.
Yeah, I remember that. That used to be a game too on our computer. I remember that.
I don't remember that.
Hollywood Video, yeah. I only played it a few times because for some reason either the CD was corrupted or the computer couldn't take it or anything. It's really upsetting what computers could and can't take anymore. At least it takes airports still. But when we get a new computer, then it won't.
Yeah.
And Carmen San Diego with the color.
Blockbuster West Coast videos and payphones are all things this new generation will never know. Agreed.
Oh, payphones too, yeah. Well, I used to have a prepay for my cell phone. Now it's just all free. No, Blockbusters are all gone.
Yeah, Blockbuster is done.
Yeah, we know that. Thank you. It's disappointing.
People are selling their membership cards on eBay now as collector's items.
We have GameFly as our Blockbuster.
No, now we just buy games, period.
Or download them. Today's technology.
I would love to download the game Finding Bigfoot. I want to play that game. Anybody who knows the creator.
Did Ashley play it?
He did today.
Oh, that's why I didn't see his new video yet. I saw the new.
There's still a few payphones. There are a few payphones around still. There's still a few in Manhattan also. I think it just depends where you're going.
You know what phone I would love to get? Just like a collector's sake. Remember in the Batman, the Adam West one where they had the one.
It's for sale.
No, not the red one where you put in your ear and then you talk on it like this.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Not Batman. I'm talking about the movies. The red one, yeah, I want to get that, the red phone, because that's like something else also.
Did you hear about the new Venom movie? Yes, unfortunately. Blockbuster had that one.
Ninja game on the 64. So it was in Japanese.
I don't know it.
Ninja or Japanese.
Blockbuster even had.
I don't remember that.
Coach.
That was no longer existed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they're online. But I would love to go in the store. There was a video actually that I saw recently.
They are online, really.
Yeah, there was this guy who went inside an abandoned Blockbuster store, and I was watching the video. I'm like, oh my god. Think of all those movies and games and all the.
Do you know on YouTube you can look up an old Blockbuster trading tape? I had to watch it just to see how stupid it was. Man, it's hilarious. Blockbuster could have kept going with Koski. I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what that means either.
You guys and everyone in the chat are all awesome as SHIT. Have a good night. All right, have a good night, Mav. I guess you're going off.
You know what the winning jackpot was? When you got a receipt and it said, the next time you come to Blockbuster store, free video game rentals. That was the key. That was the jackpot every single time I went to Blockbuster. And thank you, Jay. Is Venom going to face Carnage? No. I know what they're going to do.
I think they're going to make Spider-Man bad.
No. What they're going to do is they're going to make Venom Flash Thompson, because that's how it is going to be like in a comic book. And they're going to explain his little origin story of, I got the symbiote. It's like cancer to me and everything. I can never get rid of it. And then the second movie is when he'll probably meet up with Spider-Man, which will then lead to the third movie where there'll be Carnage and Jim Carrey was all and all that stuff.
Jim Carrey won't play Carnage anymore.
He needs to play Carnage. He fits the part.
He's too old.
He fits the part.
keep talking for a minute.
He does fit the part, and you know it.
No.
I think he would. And there would have been a Carnage if there would have been Spider-Man 4, but Tom McGuire and the director, they just walked off. So, you know, that happened. That would have been great, though, but... actually, Eddie Brock. But wait, actually, Eddie Brock is going to be Venom. All right, so it is going to be Eddie Brock. All right. Well, I'm glad it's Eddie Brock. I mean, I like Eddie Brock, and I like Flash Thompson, too. I just remember Flash Thompson was just the bully of Peter Parker. If I got a cast in Spider-Man film, which villain should he play? I'd like to see him as Dr. Octopus. Probably. Hey, you two, did you watch the video of songs you didn't know had lyrics, Kyle's theme? I think I did. I watched lots of videos, Shamar, so I have no clue if I ever have. And maybe if I saw it, I would probably know. It is Eddie Brock. Okay, all right. Then that's great. Any opinions? Nah. The PS4 Disney Afternoon Collection looks cool. Oh, that's actually pretty cool, actually. Hopefully those movies are good. Well, so is Aaron Black. I didn't know about those movies. Like I said before, I don't really watch media stuff. I did see a trailer though, and I hope it's the real one of Captain Underpants. Now I remember in the old days when I was in junior high school, I've read every single Captain Underpants book, and seeing the trailer come to life with the whole Trun-la-la thing. That was awesome, Captain Underpants. They're actually making a movie of that, and I am so happy that they're actually doing that.
Michael's favorite book was Captain Underpants.
Yeah, I just talked about that. I read every book, every Captain Underpants book, and I had the Confusion ring. Didn't work, though, but oh well.
Silver Sable.
That
Yeah, Silver
trailer
Sable is
real.
back.
Awesome. Glad to know it's real. Oh, yeah, that was Cindy.
That was Cindy.
Yeah, Captain Underpants is real. All right. And the whole tra-la-la thing, when I was in junior high school, I imagined that's how he would do it. Just like that. But he has to wash himself with water to go back to old grumpy principal thing.
You worry me something.
What? That's what. Read the book. Have you ever read Captain Underpants? Well, you should. Because if you don't, then that's sad for you. Because you like random stuff.
Okay, give me a second. I'm sorry. Last time I promise.
Yeah. But, I can't see the comments. But I'm actually glad for that. Hey, Mike, would you ever like to see a crossover Punisher and Blade? Punisher and Blade. Vampire killer that kills vampires. Punisher that kills everybody. Man, I would actually like to see that. Punisher and Blade together. That would be cool. Now that I had to think of it. Mom Smurfs, no more place the original Smurf. What about Smurf? Oh, no. Smurfs originals were always awesome. I think they're on Boomerang, and I watch them from time to time. I watch every classic on Boomerang. It's funny and awesome. I've heard of Captain Caveman, not Captain Underpants. Oh, Alan, you got to read the books of Captain Underpants. You don't know what you're missing. Classic, fun. It gives like a comedy.
No, you're not missing anything.
You don't know. You be quiet. It gives you, it's a comedy relief. It's just amazing. In case you're having a bad day or whatnot. It happens. Snorks. Captain Caveman, wow, that just brought me back.
I like Captain Caveman.
Yeah, Alan said he heard of Captain Caveman, not Captain Underpants. There's Captain Crunch, there's Captain Hook, there's Captain Falcon, there's Captain something else. Think of another captain.
Pudding.
No, there was no Captain Pudding. Care Bears. Oh, Care Bears, yes. Those, I have a funny feeling they're going to do 3D of that. I don't know why, but classic Care Bears, I love those. I will admit those books when Chris admits Godzilla 98 was the best Godzilla movie ever. What's up, Sweet Exorcist? Sub homie, stopping in to say What's up from the Bronx? What is up from the Bronx? From us in Brooklyn. We're in Brooklyn. Captain Planet. Oh, how can I forget that? Captain America, we all know that. With your powers combined, I am Captain Planet. I'm not going to sing the theme song, but I know the whole theme song by heart, though. Do you remember Thunderhawks? Do you remember Thunderhawks, Chris? Oh, he's busy right now. You might as well watch My... no, not My Little Pony. No. No. It's never going to happen. No. Not happening. Captain Marvel. Captain... I don't know about that one. There's so many captains and everything. Have you ever heard Chris Thunderhawks?
No. Oh, by the way, we have our giveaway for today. And today, we're not doing it by comments. We're doing it by whoever can access Ultraviolet the quickest. We have Superman versus Batman. There's the code. So anybody who wants Superman versus Batman, that's the code. All you got to do is go to that website, type in this code, and you own Superman versus Batman going once, going twice. And somebody better pause it because it's gone. That's it. So... whoever gets the code, let us know in the comments. If nobody gets it, then somebody post live absolutely will, because we've learned from doing a card channel that there's always somebody in the comments, post comments, that goes looking for codes and finds that, and they will get it. So if you want to get that, you better get it now, or else it will be gone forever. So I know it's Superman v Batman, but we're going to be doing codes differently for each video. Congratulations to Kenneth, by the way, Kenneth Crowley Jr., who got Deadpool.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because he won. That was fun when we did that on.
Oh yeah, we gotta do it again. I need to redeem my honor.
You ever watch SWAT Cats?
I watched SWAT Cats. Captain Canuck. Nobody said Captain Canuck.
No, yeah, Jay did.
Oh, okay, Jay said Captain Canuck.
Yeah. There's so many other captains.
Beast Wars was good. Street Sharks versus. Oh, forget it. TMNT would win though. Beast Silverhawks needs Thundercats 2011 style remake. Don't cancel it or just redo all the old episodes. Keep everything the same with just new animation. That'd be cool. That'd be interesting.
Tally-ho from Firestorm. Oh, yeah, like from Spider-Man, remember also. Tally-ho. And then Overwatch Swing. That was funny. You don't remember? Well, of course you remember it. If you didn't, I'd say, what's wrong with you? Captain Marvel Jr.
Why would we do that?
Why? Would you put a versus of that?
Because it's fun.
Who would you choose? I think Miss
Mary Marvel, yeah.
Bucky.
O'Hare versus Darkwing Duck. Darkwing Duck.
I was just gonna say that. It's
Darkwing
dangerous. That was another classic I would love to see again on TV. I think everything's on Boomerang now. Yeah.
A lot of things are on Boomerang now.
I know. I said that I watched that.
Did we get any new older cartoons lately? No, we didn't.
Yeah, you did. You got the what's that called? You got just recently the
Speed Racer versus fill in the blank.
Recess versus. Oh, Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold, 100%.
I think we have that, don't we?
Jack and Daxter versus Ratchet and Clank. Too close.
Oh.
Well, with Iron Man Mask, you can do a skit Iron Man versus Deadpool. We could. Yes, we could.
Doug versus Charlie Brown. Oh, another good one.
Oh, that's easy.
Charlie Brown, I
yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Strong Christian undertones.
Oh, you got that from
Captain America.
Robot Chicken. Sly Cooper. Oh, Sly Cooper. That's another good one. Because you sneak up on him and it goes dun 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 dun. And when you stop, the music stops. And you go dun dun dun. And then you get him like that.
Michael plays too many video games.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
Hey, our movie comes out this year. Ooh, I'm looking forward to that. Is that way he finally gets.
And by the way, Brant laughed at you when you said polyester.
You know, Brant, let me tell you something.
Brant's in the past. I think he's watching us from the beginning.
Yeah, no, Brant. I don't know.
This is from Mike in the future. Angry Beavers all the way.
Rockefeller. Oh yeah, Angry Beavers.
Angry Beavers all the way.
You can't put anything versus Angry Beavers because Angry Beavers beats them. We will finally learn the fate of his parents. Yes, we will. Elizabeth from Infinite versus now they're
No
doing all
clue.
versus.
No more verses. That's
All right,
it.
That's it.
But yeah, I guess we got a little off topic. So me and Mike are working on a few things, like I said. But I'm taking a bit of a break on. I did apologize, and anyone here in the comments who follows our card channel that has a card channel that's like quiet in the comments because we have 18 viewers and about like maybe 8 people talking. I want to apologize. I haven't done any commenting of any kind. I've been just uploading. Michael's actually going to be taking over a little bit of the commenting on what the card from time to time. Michael's going to be doing a little bit of extra work on the card channel because I'm focusing on Celestial Falcon, comic books, and everything else that's in between right now. Gaming-wise, I'm still playing for fun, but I'm not going to be streaming as much as I was before as well. I'll still play for fun, but I'm not going to play to finish a game. You know, I want to enjoy my games. Ghostbusters win against Hellboy.
No, it's a team up.
Team ups now?
Oh.
I don't even know what the topic was.
I don't even know right now what's going on in the comments.
Alan, I don't know what's going on at this point either. But anyway, it is officially 11:27. We're going to close out in another couple of minutes. So any last comments, feel free to throw them out now. And then we'll be back next week, 9:35. This week we started a bit later, but we gave you guys oh my God, Magneto versus a wooden gun.
That's
Never forget
die.
it'll never die. Hell no, it better never die.
A wooden gun. I've been defeated by a wooden gun. You did better, actually.
A wooden gun. They beat me with a wooden gun. Oh God.
There's a game.
Did you ever watch Extreme Ghostbusters? No.
No, and I don't even know what Extreme. That kind of no.
Great show. We'll watch next week. Thank you, J-Rox. I appreciate that. Unworthy Thor was great this week. I have to read it. I'm reading it on the side. I'm not reviewing Unworthy Thor. I'm just enjoying it for what it is.
Oh, I love birthday. Oh, and don't forget, for those of you who watch the Brooklyn Boys 13, the BBs, the B-Boys 13 Mario Kart Online Racing is this Sunday. You're not going to be in, I can tell. I figured. I don't even know why I continue with you not in it because this is supposed to be a team.
I don't know why. You can end it whenever you like.
This is
also
supposed to be a brother team.
It's true. Also, everybody out there, anyone who still hasn't pre-ordered Celestial Falcon, link is on the advertisement video. My book Celestial Falcon is up for pre-order. Pre-order your copy now so you are down for the first wave of Celestial Falcon issue #1 releases. Hopefully everybody will pre-order a book. It's going to be a blast. We had a fun time doing issue 1. Like I said on the pre-show, we had a pre-show this week. We talked with the creators of TITS, T-I-T-S, Trans, Migrant, Interdimensional, Taxi, Cab Service. I hate when he says it behind me because then I screw myself
But
up.
you know,
Awesome people. And really, really nice. Both Colton and Casey, we're definitely going to have them back on as guests, not as interview guests, but as guests, period, to just talk comics with us at some point. No definitive date. As you guys know, Dark Avenger Live mostly is just Michael and I, and sometimes our niece comes on. Sometimes we have guests here and there that pop on. Brant and Lisa come on. Lisa's was doing the inking. Brant was doing a lot of the guest commentating, talking with us. We have Dan who was on. Dan's been very busy, though. He was going to be available the week I got sick. Unfortunately, I got sick, and Dan obviously couldn't come on because we didn't do the show. I felt bad because it's nice always grabbing Dan on, so we'll get Dan on hopefully very soon again. But, yeah. Thank you, Jay. Jay posted the link to Celestial Falcon issue #1. Link is in the live chat now. If you're watching this post live, just go over to the Celestial Falcon advertisement video. You can click the link in the description there. It'll take you right to it. It's honestly very easy. It's Etsy, etsy.com/Last Ember Press. And you know the name of the book. It's Celestial Falcon. And it's a #1 That's all I can. Jason Smith says it's a #1. That's all I care about. Dude, it is not only the first issue for Celestial Falcon, it is the beginning of the 529 universe. It all starts. The universe and this book all starts in this issue #1. So you don't want to miss out on this issue #1.
Yep.
And that's it. So, guys, thank you so much for being here with us. We will be back next week for another Dark Avenger Live. I'll be on Media Madness on Monday, which I believe is 10 o'clock.
Eastern time.
Because we had to end up canceling this week. Tuesday is Frontline Live, and then we'll be back here on Friday for another episode of Dark Avenger Live. Thank you all so much. Everybody in the comments, thank you guys coming out live. For those of you watching post-live, feel free to comment below anything that we've been talking about on this show. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you guys really soon in the next video or the next live show.
Later, everybody.